everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here, and we've got some Teddy Crocker, of course, coming at you here. Now, we've got practice because I am the third stringer right now, and I'm working my way up to be able to make it to be the first string halfback. This practice is going to be pretty important here because if I do well in this one, then that means in the next practice that I do, that's when I'll get a chance to be able to go up for the position and hopefully make it to be the second stringer. So thing is this type of practice is really going to be a piece of cake because the last game that I had kind of clumps everything together in here. So that way I've got some more experience points that I can go ahead and use for this. So this should be a piece of cake. But we'll kind of see how it goes. I did want to thank everybody, too, who watched the last Timmons video and gave me some input on just what I can do to improve my channel. I went in and I put a new intro song in there, but it's not something I'm going to be sticking with because if I do go ahead and I keep that, I have to pay $3,500 a year. That's right, $3,500 a year to use a song for a 10-second intro. Wow. So, yeah, I won't be using that here. I've got some plans, actually, to go ahead and take a look at some other services that provide songs. And there's one that I found it's perfect because it ends up being, like, I think it's $30 a video or not $30 a video. Wow, that'd be ridiculous. $30 per song. So it's not quite as, I'm not going to lie. I think that the music is a lot better on the site that I was at before. But gosh, $3,500, there's no way I would pay that. So I got to come up with something else here. And I've got a few songs. I'll run it past you guys. Because like I said earlier, I couldn't do this without you guys. Now, what I think, too, is good music for something, like an intro or maybe an outro, may not be what you guys think is the best out there. Now, I understand everybody has different musical tastes and things like that, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes and say you're wrong or anything like that, or even that I'm right, because I'm not always right. So I'll be going through it. I'm going to listen to a few more songs and stuff like that here because I've got a few punk rock style songs that I think are pretty sweet and could work. The one problem is as I'm going through and I'm listening to these songs, it's like, how am I going to go ahead and cut it down to be just 10 seconds? So I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'll worry about that. You guys worry about keeping entertained here and keep coming back to watch the videos. You guys know I always appreciate that. I don't want to get ahead of myself on that as well. But anyway, one of the things that I've noticed here about Teddy Crocker is going up against the Georgia defense. I mean, they are a lot better than the high school teams that I went up against. But I'm already starting to notice here, too. I'm going to do all right here at the college level. I mean, if this is what it's going to be like when I get out there and I start every single day, I'm really excited about how these things are going to turn out here. But, man, not the best play for me right here. But the thing is I've already gotten to the point here where I have the next week being where I do go ahead and actually compete for the second string spot. And the second stringer is going to be absolutely important here because, one, if the first stringer goes down, guess who is in or gets tired, whatever it may be, that's my time to shine. So that'll be cool. I'm excited. And then I'll continue to work my way up from there as well. So Georgia as a whole, as I guess I should say as a team, not as a whole. I don't want to talk about every single individual who lives in Georgia, but the football team did all right. We lost last week against Missouri, which was a pretty tough loss for us here because we were ranked pretty high at the beginning, but now that's definitely not the case. I mean, we're still ranked in the top. I think we're in the top 10 or the top 15 right now, but still not cool. That's why you need to go ahead and bring me in because it's been low-scoring games, and if we can get Teddy Crocker in, I can guarantee we're going to be seeing some higher-scoring games. All right, what do you know? Hand off. Don't go anywhere, though. Shoot. Now, I'm saving up my experience points as well because I want to be able to buy one thing that is absolutely huge. It's going to help me out in my career. Things like, building my speed up, my acceleration, and maybe breaking some tackles here as well. Those are the things I'm going to be focusing on the most. All right, so not too bad. All right, so I do get a chance to be in the game in the fourth quarter here. Man, 38-0, we are up. But this is sweet. Oh, I didn't get into the end zone, but I was so close, too. And I don't know how many more opportunities I'm going to have to be able to run the ball. I'm kind of wondering why they've got me in right there. But, hey, there goes Teddy Crocker. All right, that's really all I get to do that game. Yep, just one play. But that sure beats what I've been doing, because I'm sure you guys didn't want to see all the kick returns I've had to do, all the punt returns I've had to do, things like that. So this is where we're going with the position battle. You can see I got to get 650 experience points, and when I run like that, yeah, see, this is going to be a piece of cake. So it's safe to say that I'm going to have the second spot here in the depth chart by the time this is done and over with. Shoot, there we go, just building it up. And every little bit helps right here. I mean, not even necessarily towards my experience points, but just understanding how it's going to work here with Teddy Crocker and, you know, as a team, kind of what to expect. Because things like the offensive line are absolutely huge to all of this. And I want to make sure I kind of know, you know, what openings to take a look for, which ones, you know, I should go after. Should I run more to the outside? Should I stay inside? Things like that have been huge, and as I continue the Dunbar Snackbar Coach Dunbar Snackbar series, I'm kind of getting acquainted with Ohio since I went ahead and made that switch, and I'm already starting to learn that stuff here too after having played one game. Which, don't worry guys, I will be posting here soon. I think probably tomorrow. I think it will be going up tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I've learned quite a bit actually in just one game. It was not the prettiest against Army. We'll put it that way. Hey, I won the position battle, so guess who is going to be the second stringer here when practice is done, unless I do something to kind of ruin it here for me, but I'm not expecting to do that, nor do I really want to. All right, so, oh, that's another thing too. I really want to build up the reaction time, because I was kind of spoiled in high school where I had it for 5 seconds, and now here I go with 3.1. I can't use it nearly as often, which is, I mean, not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. There's a part of me that's excited that I don't get reaction time for the full 5 seconds or even more than that, because, you know, when I go and I play the other modes and I cannot use reaction time, I don't want it to be a crutch for me, and I don't want to be sitting here relying on it so much that I don't know what to do, and I don't run nearly as well in the other modes. So, I don't know. This is kind of like bittersweet right now. All right, so I only got a few more reps left in this, but I'm kind of excited for what's going to happen in the game that takes place after this, because now that I will be the second stringer, I'll actually see some game time. I kind of showed them what I could do a little bit earlier here in between these two practices. You saw that one big run that I had. Now, granted, wasn't going up against the best team here, and the next week, I think we're going up against Vanderbilt. Let's go! Which is a decent team, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'll necessarily get the best look here at what it's going to be like going up against some of the better defenses in the SEC. So LSU, Alabama, those are going to be some tough games, and I am excited about it, though, because that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't get a chance to be able to play against them at all. Because let's see, I'm playing as Ohio in one dynasty, Nebraska in another. And then this. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so 3 reps left. A little run up the middle here. And it's not going anywhere. That opening kind of closed. So, hey, let's just go around to the side here. That worked. Oh, man. Good thinking on my part right there. You got to adapt when you're running. I mean, if you just kind of go in there figuring, well, I'm just going to stick with this opening, it's not always going to work. That was a great catch, too. Look at this. Teddy Crocker is all over the place, helping out the team in a number of different ways. This is why you just need to go ahead, give up, and just start him right now. So on the last rep here, of course I'm going to use reaction time, because it's not like I'll be able to use it anywhere else. So, sweet. All right, look at that amount of XP that I got. That's nice to be able to add into what I already have. All right, so I do get a chance to be able to play in this game here against Vanderbilt. First time I am in, I get the first down. Look at that. So it's kind of cool having the scenery as well, being able to play at Georgia. Kind of beats playing at the high school and then also on the practice field. So this will be, like I said, I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. I know there's some of you who actually frequent the channel who are big Georgia fans, and I guess this is going going to be something that's exciting for you guys. See, there we go, 13. That's what I am after that loss to Missouri. So not too bad. Hey, thanks for that push. That's what got me into the end zone here, and that is my first touchdown for Teddy Crocker for the Georgia Bulldogs. Comes as a second stringer, and a pretty cool play here too, because that defender really allowed that to happen. Gosh, maybe I should get pushed like that a little bit more. All right, so I don't get to be in for that long here in the fourth quarter, though I do get a chance to be in. I lose 1 yard right there, and then on a pretty similar play, I really don't go anywhere on that one either. That time I gained 1 yard. So I'm going to get a little selfish right here, though. Call for the ball, get the yards through the air, and then I go ahead and I call a timeout. Because I want every opportunity that I can here to be able to get some yards and get some additional experience points that I can use to spend. So this is where I will end up being a jerk and be ridiculously selfish when it comes to something like this. So let me just kind of let you guys know now that if I do run up the score against one of your guys' teams, I am not doing it for any other reason than to get those experience points. It's just not me, not what I do. All right, so this will end up being the last play for Teddy Crocker, and I thought I had a chance to make it into the end zone here, but that was defended really, really well. Actually, no, I got one more. Running to the outside. Shoot. Pick up 9, and that is it. I should say like 9, and that is it. It makes it sound like there's nothing at all that I picked up from that. But, man, this was great. I cannot wait for next week, for the next episode, excuse me, because then there's a very, very strong possibility I could end up being the starter after that, and I never have to worry about these practices again, or at least posting them on YouTube. I mean, I'm still going to do the practices to build up the experience points and stuff like that, but I know there's more exciting things for you guys to be able to see than practice, so make sure you guys definitely stay tuned here and keep coming to the channel. I really appreciate you guys coming by. You guys know that I do, or I hope that you know that you do. So subscribe if you haven't already, and you guys can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. So again, you guys, thank you so much for dropping by. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.